We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Yes, indeed, it's time to ball out. Jamaica, land of beauty, is in trouble. We've got to ball out. Reverse the order. Back to the sender.
Where they come from? Send it back, send it back.
Jamaica needs God. It is the 21st of the month of April 2025. It's Easter Monday. Mega Center Breakthrough Portmore, 18 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Come on out, it's gonna be super.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Yes, indeed, it's time to ball out. Jamaica, land of beauty, is in trouble. We've got to ball out. Reverse the order. Back to the sender.
Where they come from? Send it back, send it back.
Jamaica needs God. It is the 21st of the month of April 2025. It's Easter Monday. Mega Center Breakthrough Portmore, 18 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Come on out, it's gonna be super. Jamaica, we have to reverse the order. Back to the sender. In Jesus' name, come on out. The song will ring out.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
People will be there. Everyone is coming. Bring your banner, bring your billboard, bring your flyer. Let's grab a time together at Bolo 2025 Easter Monday. We've got Bishop Richard Gardner, we've got Apostle Lawrence, we've got Minister Audi, we've got Apostle Jackson, Apostle Marshall, myself, and the Breakthrough team. What a time it's going to be. 9:30 in the morning, all day, all night. Yes, indeed. Breakthrough Portmore. The Mega Center comes alive. Easter Monday the 21st.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Yes, indeed, it's time to ball out. Jamaica, land of beauty, is in trouble. We've got to ball out. Reverse the order. Back to the sender.
Where they come from? Send it back, send it back.
Jamaica needs God. It is the 21st of the month of April 2025. It's Easter Monday. Mega Center Breakthrough Portmore, 18 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Come on out, it's gonna be super. Jamaica, we have to reverse the order. Back to the sender. In Jesus' name, come on out. The song will ring out.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
People will be there. Everyone is coming. Bring your banner, bring your billboard, bring your flyer. Let's grab a time together at Bolo 2025 Easter Monday. We've got Bishop Richard Gardner, we've got Apostle Lawrence, we've got Minister Audi, we've got Apostle Jackson, Apostle Marshall, myself, and the Breakthrough team. What a time it's going to be. 9:30 in the morning, all day, all night. Yes, indeed. Breakthrough Portmore. The Mega Center comes alive. Easter Monday the 21st at 9:30. Ball of Jamaica. We need Jesus in this time.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo Vienna. We're in space again with another one. Zane, I will not itch no come here record right now. Let's go to the next clip. Breakdown part 4. Let's hear what she got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, remember if you like the video, remember if you share the video. You understand what I say? Junette, big up yourself.
Hello, this week we're talking about the Portmore plot, how the JLP got caught trying to hack the Constitution. So, the JLP passes a law, ignores expert warnings, gets dragged to court, loses, and calls it a win. That's like breaking into a house, tripping the alarm and saying, "See, I was only testing the security system." This is The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, and today we're talking about the Portmore Parish disaster, how the JLP tried to cheat the Constitution, how the court stopped them, and how the PNP had to step in to clean up the mess. Hello, this week we're talking about the Portmore plot, how the JLP got caught trying to hack the Constitution. So, the JLP passes a law, ignores expert warnings, gets dragged to court, loses, and calls it a win. That's like breaking into a house, tripping the alarm and saying, "See, I was only testing the security system." This is The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, and today we're talking about the Portmore Parish disaster. How the JLP tried to cheat the Constitution, how the court stopped them, and how the PNP had to step in to clean up the mess. Let's jump right into it. So this is like the rush job no one ordered, right? The JLP's plan was simple. They were going to rush the Portmore Parish law through Parliament before anyone could have asked a who. Never mind, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica sent a letter, not a vibe check, not a blog post, not a tweet, a formal letter.
Embarrassing! He needs some milk!
Anyone could have asked a who. Never mind, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica sent a letter, not a vibe check, not a blog post, not a tweet, a formal letter way back in June 2024 saying, "Hey guys, if you do this now, you'll violate constitutional rules around constituency boundaries." You'd think that kind of warning would slow them down, don't?
What can go so? Emotional damage.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. And you
Nope, not these guys. Instead, they passed the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act through both houses, the upper house and the lower house. They ignored the ECJ, they skipped public consultation and tried to bully the PNP. So what happened next? The bill passed. Yep. The Governor General gave his assent and the government went full speed ahead. They gazetted it and even told the ECJ that Portmore was now officially a new parish and they should just get on with the business of preparing the voters list for this new parish. Yes, you heard that right. All right, let us be clear. This wasn't a little misunderstanding. This was a full-blown constitutional ambush.
Help, we key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
They're in the voters list for this new parish. Yes, you heard that right. All right, let us be clear. This wasn't a little misunderstanding. This was a full-blown constitutional ambush. The court steps in and called a constitutional timeout. What did the PNP do? We took it to the court. And the court said exactly what we already knew. The judge issued an injunction, then forced the government to give an unequivocal undertaking, that is, a legal promise, not to bring the law into effect until they follow Section 67 of the Constitution. So basically, the court said, stop, go back, learn the rules, and try again. Next election cycle. That means no implementation of the law, no new boundaries, no Portmore as a parish until the ECJ carries out a proper review. And guess what? That review can't legally happen until February 2026, according to former ECJ chair, Professor Errol Miller. So the court didn't side with the JLP. The court restrained them.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
According to former ECJ chair, Professor Errol Miller. So the court didn't side with the JLP. The court restrained them.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
They had to give a formal undertaking, a legal pinky promise that they wouldn't act unless the Constitution is followed to the T. And if they want to reverse that promise, they need to give 30 days written notice to the PNP.
Embarrassing.
Now, here comes the fun part. The JLP spin machine. Alonda Terrelong says it's a win for Portmore. I agree, just not for the JLP. The only reason this law can't take effect today is because the PNP went to court. That's not a win for the JLP. That's a save for the Constitution led by the People's National Party. Now, if this were a one-time thing, we might call it a mistake. But this government, they collect court losses like they're a champ.
Ryan Campbell, big up,
They
bro.
have
Respect.
a habit of fighting the Constitution and losing badly, repeatedly, bigly. Let's run the receipts. States of emergency, unconstitutional twice. NIDS bill, struck down by the court. Citizen, wrongfully detained under the state of emergency, he sued the government and he won bigly. The same government tried to put the Chief Justice on probation. That was reversed. They worked overtime to extend the tenure of their chosen DPP all the way to the appeals court. This same Prime Minister and government gave pre-signed resignation letters for JLP senators. Totally illegal.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Signed resignation. This same Prime Minister and government gave pre-signed resignation letters for JLP senators. Totally illegal and slapped by the court. They delayed local government elections by a full term and only called it after we threatened legal action. This isn't a government following the law. This is a government that waits to be caught. A government that thinks the Constitution is optional, that believes process is for other people, not for them.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
But don't let them rebrand a blunder. This isn't about Portmore's worthiness. It is about the rule of law, your Constitution. The JLP tried to push through a change that affects how Jamaicans vote. Without respecting the Constitution, the ECJ or you, the people. So
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
not for them. But don't let them rebrand a blunder. This isn't about Portmore's worthiness. It is about the rule of law, your Constitution. The JLP tried to push through a change that affects how Jamaicans vote.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard?
To push through a change that affects how Jamaicans vote. Without respecting the Constitution, the ECJ or you, the people. So the next time they tell you, hey, we won, tell them the court disagrees.
You know, I just realize, people, you know, say, I see something happening in a local government election. You know, say they have not come out formally and said that the PNP won the local government election. You know, say it's a pattern with them. them lose and then try to spin it so them win. I mean, alone find that out. Me just realize about the local government election and this, is the same strategy, Anytime them lose, them use the media, them have the media, them lock. No matter which media, them pay feet, them put it out there, them put out a certain narrative. The Portmore thing, they lose completely because one, the biggest thing was that they wanted it to happen before the elections. It's not going to happen before the elections. It can't legally happen before the elections. That Portmore is a parish. The certain, what go on ABR News, me know some money I spend, man. And what Ryan Campbell big up. So it's like every single thing they do, them spin it when them lose something, them see it as a way. Hey, listen, these guys are really a well-oiled machine in terms of social media. And it's so, organically, the vloggers them that is standing for justice out there are right there on their tails with the information. So people, you really need to share the live streams. Share the live streams. Alright? Wow.
This is The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, and when it comes to defending the Constitution, we don't spin, we roll with it.
Me nah lie, people, me nah lie. I think Miss Burchell definitely has found she's a gem for this. Like these breakdowns, I'm absolutely loving it personally. You feel me? So big up to she and big up to the PMP for actually listening. Listening to the vloggers them out there like Panaja TV that was expressing that them really need to take this on full strength. You know what I mean? Do I want to do this part in it? Do I? Let me see. Hold on there. Let me give me a second there, people. I'm trying to figure out something. Oh, yeah. Talking about Portmore, let's go into the Carl Garden incident. See? We could go in the Carl Garden incident because big up, Lord of mercy. Big ups to what's your name? Atta for the press, because she shared something with me that was very vital. She shared something with all of us that was very vital. Why is it doing that, man? Yo, don't ramp with the youths. Calm down. Sure. Yeah, man, see that piss me off, brother. I don't know how comes to move on down. So anyway, make we go to the next thing. I'm sorry if you look background, but internet now work at home, so we have to make it, When you like up the video, people, may I go above and beyond to bring the information. Let's look at this.
Hear this.
Rastafarians gathered in Coral Garden, St. James this week to commemorate 62 years since many of them were hunted down and killed by Jamaican police over a series of events from April 11 to 13, 1963. During this week's commemoration, members of the Rastafarian community lamented the waning interest from youngsters. They pointed to museums dedicated to testimonials from survivors of the 1963 Coral Gardens atrocity.
Past, and so we memorialize them in that form of having their testimony that they gave to the public defender put on a vinyl poster with their picture, so that every year when we have a commemorative event, we display the statements, because sometimes you see persons come and read the statements, we can see that they are absolutely shocked to know that something like this happened in Jamaican history.
A lot of the elder brethren in particular who experienced those atrocities have passed on. 95% have passed on.
More of a say rest in peace to all of the Rasta them where get violated on the Carl Garden incident by Bustamante. And the government and the police force at the time and the system overall. More of a say, more of a send blessings and abundance and prayers of healing for the families, the children that saw their parents experience that Understand what I say? Because yo, PTSD really no people. And we as a people, we already have had an oppressive past. It's not too long ago that 4 generations ago, 5 generations ago, 6 generations ago, our families were enslaved here in this country by the colonial criminals. You understand? At that point in time. So, going through that and then now striving to stay at a level here, you constantly see some violations happening. You know what I mean?
But the memory is so important because a lot of people say Rastafari now, but they don't know what Rastafari went through in terms of reaching where we are now. So we need to be constantly reminded, and not only to remind the public or the government about what we went through, but reparation is due.
Members of the now 10-year-old Coral Gardens Benevolent Society, which is advocating for the survivors of the 1963 atrocities, have been pressing the government to honor all of the 13-point agreement following a 2015 report from the Office of the Public Defender.
No, you know, it's very interesting that they said that, because I pulled up a couple articles, you know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you something. So this is one of them. 52 years after Coral Garden Public Defender investigates one of Jamaica's bloodiest conflict. See? This is the Observer, right? This one right here is very interesting, even more interesting. Grange assures Coral Garden Rasta land transfer will be done. Now, I want to ask the Rasta them out there. Did you guys get any reparations? Because what I heard a while ago, and this was, when was this article? This article was 2022. So it's 3 years ago. Did you guys get any reparations? Did you guys get anything from the government that they promised? Make we hear that again.
Survivors of the 1963 atrocities have been pressing the government to honor all of the 13-point agreement following a 2015 report from the Office of the Public Defender.
13-point agreement. The Rasta them have 13 point. Rastas, you don't get anything yet? Just a ask.
In 2017, Prime Minister Andrew Holness issued a public apology to the Rastafarian community for the brutality they suffered in 1963 at the hands of the state, and a trust fund was also established for survivors. However, some still complain about discrimination in public spaces.
The amendment to the DDA, the Dangerous Drug Act 2015, have brought about some level of recognition for the first time. But even though Rastafari continues to experience harassment at the hands of the security forces, but not as it used to be, which continues to experience victimization at the educational level, the labor level, the school level.
Sometimes when even young persons, particularly the male, the young men, get jobs, and they come to us for a letter to say that they are truly Rastafari. Now, why is that necessary? In this day and age.
So people have to get letter. If you say them are truly Rastafari. Mighty God. More levels of oppression from the system. They need one letter to show them are Rastafari. Yo, Jano Star. You know Rasta? Just take this as a structure on the thing. Yeah man, just structure on the thing. I understand. So Rasta is a freedom I expect. Like Rasta is all about freedom. So but you see in this world, yeah, you have got structure on the thing because it's system. Now the system are gonna make it as hard for you as possible for get anything one is supposed to get from the system. They're gonna use every means. It's unfortunate, but this is what is gonna happen. So you just do the thing them where I got beneficial. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But that's a suggest. If you don't want forget from them, you want to forget structure on the thing because this don't make no sense. The man them have to carry one letter. If you prove to them a Rasta, really?
They also lament that many Rastafarians are still being arrested and brought to court over ganja possession despite amendments to the law allowing them to carry certain quantity of weed for religious purposes. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
So, when you hear what go on there, so Carl Garden incident, real people. Understand?
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
My wisdom warriors. You see, when me hear these things and me see these things, it is very upsetting. Me I tell you now, trust me, it is very, very upsetting. And guess who was the Prime Minister in 1963? Guess who was the Prime Minister? Alexander Bustamante.
They're not here.
He was the Prime Minister and the leader for the Jamaica Labour Party. Me telling about the dirty king Labour right them. No wonder why me not like them. Seriously. No wonder why me can't stand them because they don't have no sense. This man allow the police them, you know. Allow the police them to trim the Rasta man them and kill them off. This man you see there, Alexander Bustamante. I want wicked blouse and skirt man.
She don't tell one lie.
And my wisdom warriors, did you all realize that this incident happened after Jamaica gained independence? You realize that? Mighty God of Daniel, this same man tell the police them, so if you bring in the rest of them dead or alive, it is no different from what Andrew Wellness do right now. Remember say Andrew Wellness say, meet the judge or meet thy maker. It no different from dead or alive. But maybe no for no never get that the code there. No for no see what is going on.
And not only that, you know, at all for the press. Not only that, you know. The Prime Minister in his infinite wisdom made other quotes that are quite alarming, I have to say. And here it is.
Of a country. War on gangs. That will treat with them in the same way that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdiction, dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. To deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. Emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Yeah, him never does say, yo, yeah man, bring them in. Let them meet them judge and meet them maker. Him also tell you the strategy that is being used for the SOEs expertly. Right? Expertly. To deal with these criminals that hide behind the protection of being a citizen of a country. Therefore, he knows that a citizen has certain rights. In this regard, he doesn't want the criminals to have those same rights. So what he uses to cripple the rights is the state of emergencies. It's the same DNA. I'm going to keep drilling this in. Hey, man, I'm going to keep hammering this home. Hey, Mr. Wayne Lonesome say, you might beat it till the hammer bend. You see, this When we learn about the JLP, I'm going to keep beating this home. It is their DNA. Bustamante, Siaga, no matter who, it is their DNA. When it comes to violating the citizens' them rights, are them DNA. Not just the rest of them. Alright? And that is why the police them operate the way they operate under the Jamaica Labour Party government. You remember good. Don't make me know want to think about that in the comment section. Moving right along. Pat W, big up. Splash the way I go on with. Big up. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Head Boy has been making the news recently. Please remember to hit the like button, share the live, comment respectfully, and if you haven't subscribed, click the bell and click all so you can get all notifications when I go live and videos are posted. And feel free to follow me on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. Bolo VNR, Bolo VNR 2.0, and Bolo TBV, my newest platform, which I will, introduce you all to officially. Alright, and do remember that this Monday is ball out in Portmore. Yes, do the right thing. Make sure you all check in. I believe Andre Stevens is going to be there. So that is something for all the people to look forward to at the ball out session. It's going to be serious. Ball out 2025. Now, let us go here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, big up ABR News TV. I think she's in the building. This is a clip from her post. Let's hear what Head Boy has to say about the recent situations with Delano and the JLP. Let's go.
You know that the JLP is having its internal.
I'm going certified and others. Big up to Head Boy every time. He called the program yesterday and was basically exposing a whole lot. He was unpacking a whole lot as it pertains to the crumbling of the Jamaica Labour Party. Bless up yourself, my brother. Head Boy, what's up?
My sister, how are you?
You're live on the air. What's up? I'm good.
I'm reacting to this news because I didn't know that Duppy story still a keep.
Still a keep.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, on a serious note, what is happening is that the JLP is having its internal fight.
Yeah.
It's one of them who did it. And I could tell the public from which camp that note came today. As a matter of fact, everybody know I'm a comrade, but the camp it come from is actually my camp if I were to support the JLP.
Okay.
Camp it come from is actually my camp if I were to support the JLP.
Emotional damage. What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, Head Boy, what? Man, come on, dog. Did he say his camp? This is not what I wanted to talk about, but I'm frugal right now, so I'm listening carefully. Huh? If he wants to support the JLP? Man, hey, stay home, bro. That's all I'm saying. Don't get reeled in, my brother. Don't get reeled in. Ain't no way, bro. No, sir. No. Still got love for you, but nah, bro.
Okay.
No, there's a serious infighting happening, and let me give you the clue.
Don't get me wrong now. I'm happy that you are informed and you're locked in with them, so you can come and bring us the sauce and all that is going on within the party. But the probability, just the entertaining the idea of supporting them, doesn't sit well with me. I'm just saying.
Did you see somebody announce their candidacy today? And the same time the person announced them candidacy, the JLP leader, a letter is coming that the man is resigning on Monday.
So they're orchestrating all of this.
There is a serious war going on in the jail.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
There's a serious war. And, you know, if you look at Seawright's case, Seawright was given, first he was supposed to run in North Central St. Andrew, right? Now they remove him. Well, at first they gave him the junior minister position, thinking that it would have silenced him. Yeah? But poor them don't know Delano. Delano is a strategist. Yeah? So he took it. And whilst them just install him, he's been busy working the seat. Yeah?
Same way. So it's another checkmate this for the Prime Minister.
It's another checkmate, same like Western Westmoreland. And Carl Samud has said that he is not going anywhere until Delano is settled in the seat.
That's what I heard, yeah.
So, if you really look at this, this letter is coming from the belly of the JLP. No comrade have no time to write that.
Exactly. So they want him out, but they don't know how else to get rid of him.
Exactly. And they over the next coming weeks, you're going to be seeing things leaked out and Androponis. You'd never believe it. You would never believe it, because there are lots of them in the party who are adamant that he cannot face the polls.
Yep.
But I am saying to Andrew, as a man who used to be in Southwest St. Andrew as his neighbor, right? Don't let nobody stop you.
Hello, Andrew. You know that Ed Boy was your neighbor, so he know what he is talking about allegedly. When he comes on to you guys over there in the JLP, very interesting. I gotta take that back a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! A lot to digest.
Straight in all of this.
There is a serious war going on in the JLP.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
There's a serious war. And, you know, if you look at Seawright's case, Seawright was given, first he was supposed to run in North Central St. Andrew, right? Now they remove him. Well, at first they gave him the junior minister position, thinking that it would have silenced him. Yeah? But poor them don't know Delano. Delano is a strategist. Yeah? So he took it. And whilst he was at the junior, whilst them just install him, he's been busy working the seat. Yeah?
Same way. So it's another checkmate this for the Prime Minister.
It's another checkmate, same like Western Westmoreland.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Andrew, it coming like the thing that we always are worried about. It look like it got fulfilling on my boss. Yeah, you know me, I go find it. The picture there. I go find it, you know.
And Carl Samud has said that he is not going anywhere until Delano is settled in the seat.
That's what I heard, yeah.
So, if you really look at this, this letter is coming from the belly of the JLP. No comrade have no time to write that.
Exactly. So they want him out, but they don't know how else to get rid of him.
Exactly. And over the next coming weeks, you're going to be seeing things leaked out and Androponis. You'd never believe it. Yeah? You would never believe it, because there are lots of them in the party who are adamant that he cannot face the polls.
Yep.
But I am saying to Andrew, as a man who used to be in Southwest St. Andrew as his neighbor, right? Don't let nobody stop you. Who will stop you? Run for your third term, my friend.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
People, this not sound good enough. I want to look on the screen, you know, because you see, this is Andrew Honest. And according to him, at a tender age, his destiny is to be assassinated by one of his many enemies. Not my word. Not my word. Alright? And his ambition was to become a politician at a very tender age. I wonder who was influencing Snoopy. at this time, ladies and gentlemen. At who was influenced? Because which child you know have to be a politician? You don't find something weird about that. Weird, you know? But let's continue.
Hey, remember that he must sing for the campaign, you know.
Yeah, who for stop him? So tell him to run for the third term so we can discipline him.
My God.
that would be his final and last, you know, when I say last will and testament. That would be
is
his
funny,
last political
honey.
run as prime minister. So
That's funny.
all the nice, and they're very creative, you know.
Funny.
They will also, to show you how this is, he will pay people to release that letter to hear how the public react.
Yes.
Yeah? To see where he is. Yeah? If people want to know,
I want you guys to take note of what he just said. Trust me, in a few minutes you're gonna understand why.
Andrew and his wife, just go watch a series on Netflix they call House of Cards. Huh? House of Cards is directly how Andrew Holness moves. Same way man and wife move, same way Claire Underwood and her husband at the time, Frank Underwood, had moved. Yeah? They quietly try to take over everything. They implement they put themselves in. But as I go, sis, you know, where is going is funny for these guys where they're gonna be in some serious problem. To this day they can't settle Northeast Manchester, you know.
No.
They have not settled on a candidate. They don't even have a name of a candidate for Northeast Manchester.
True.
Yeah? So all the night on the jump up and the who fi stop me. Political parties or political events, elections are won not on the day, but what you do before and on the day. So if you don't have no organization and structure in your organization, why should the people even trust him to go run third term if you can't fix your house?
Emotional damage.
On third term if you can't fix your house.
You can't fix him house. The house a crumble.
No, but you see what when the makeup and the lipstick wear off, what you have is what is actually the JLP, and what is actually JLP is a divided JLP that have never recovered from the 2013 internal election.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
There are people who, because you look at Seabright case, Seabright is being backed by the two councillors. The two councillors in the seat, which means that is it for Christian Tavares.
Yeah.
Because the two sitting political leaders, and no matter, and this is not a constituency like Western Westmoreland where Andrew Holness and him friends, or him can send Venetia down there to go bully people. That will not happen in the Central seat.
No, him can't.
So it's gonna be World War 1 and 2 and 3. That's why the drunken one came Sunday on the platform.
Yeah.
Drunk and high. Drunk and high as a cat.
What PNP him come for?
Right? We're meant to say is the land where him come for.
But he might.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo. We need help, Jesus!
You know what, Sam? It feels that I better than this junk for true. You see, you notice how when I rock, I know when they're not ready, so he just expose himself, you know. And the niceness of the sugar, and I mash him up, you know, when him come for PMP. And I chat be a foolish, and I tell be a life and the history of Marcus Garvey and the PMP. Hey, I mean for come down, you know. I mean for come down.
Anyway, sis, you know it is all the best.
Alright, my brother, big up yourself. Thanks for coming. Welcome anytime.
This thing surface.
Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. What I was saying is, I hope you remember what I said to remember about what Ed Boy said. Keep in mind what him said. Listen. No, I feel like saying drunk for true. Feel like saying the drunk. Him name not go on good. Something did wrong with him. But listen to this.
Home staff and stuff, them can cook something nice, give him.
But I'm telling you, the very fact that this thing surfacing about Prime Minister's resignation, I wouldn't be surprised if even in the Prime Minister's war room, this coming from seeking public sympathetic support, you know.
Only hear what Andre said. Him say, him not surprised if Andrew only see him once send out the fake resignation letter. For hear what the people them have to step on the ground. Whether they wanna go jump up and say, no, Prime Minister, we love you, don't left. Or you have to do this to we. One bro. You can't resign. No. You understand what I deal with? Uno listen, man. Uno continue to listen.
So say let the man stay on, him no need to resign. Me no know, me know the things them when do and when won't do. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But
Andrew, you need to cook on Wednesday and send some go give him. No man.
Hold on there. Yeah, hello, good night.
I want Isa tonight. Wow, the pot.
Who works better, Jamaica?
This is what you answered.
Yes, Ed boy, what you saying now?
Good night to you and I said an Ishmael, right? I am saying you are a political prophet, right?
Yes.
Today, I had a discussion with somebody regarding the same issue in North Central St. Andrew.
Yes.
Yes. And the person said to me that the letter that came out today saying that the Prime Minister intends to resign, that letter came out of North St. Andrew.
North St. Andrew.
The same name where you call Andre.
The same letter that you said. Remember what you were about saying? That you wouldn't be surprised it came from his war room. And I'm telling you, it came from his war room in North St. Andrew in a response to look sympathy.
Really?
In the constituency. It was sent out by them. I could even go as far as tell you who in the Senate sent out the letter.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
People, you hear this? Albeit all allegations. Mighty God. Very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting, isn't it?
Who in the Senate sent out the letter?
Is who sent out the letter from the Senate?
Ozempic.
Who?
Ozempic. Don't you know that he's a part of the communications team for Tavares in North St. Andrew?
Idiot. The one women are calling.
Ozempic.
Really?
It came from. I am going to go further and ask the goodly gentleman, ask any of them in the JLP to deny the existence that letter came from an operative of the JLP. I want them to come and deny.
My Jamaica say I tell you I know them. Ishmael I tell you I know them, you know.
So what just happened is that what Head Boy said on both programs, you can hear he's repeating it. So he's doing his investigation, having discussions in the circles that he has some pull in. I'm telling you, man. Hey, this politics thing is some real snake stuff, boy. Hey, these people are sly. You feel me? Hey, man, I want to be a part of this, bro. This is crazy, bro. The backstabbing, the gaslighting, the corruption. Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. Nah, bro, this ain't it.
And let me say so, without throwing anybody under the bus, right? Delana C. Wright is my good friend, my very good friend. I was in YO, he was in G2K. Regardless of his behavior, and so some people view him in the People's National Party, he has been a friend. And let me tell you what is happening in North St. Andrew.
North Central.
North Central St. Andrew, sorry. What is happening there is that there is a rescue mission. Because had Delana did this today, they would have been further divided in that constituency because Carl Samuda was considered running independent.
What you said?
To understand,
Bangarang.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
Things are so bad. Things are so bad that Carl Samuda allegedly is planning to resign. Not resign, but run independent.
Emotional damage.
What can go so?
I'll call Samuda.
Help, Lucia the
We
Ballera.
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right.
See, I tell me say I'll call Samuda tired of the right them. And when I go run independent, look for Ishmael face. Oh no, look for Ishmael face. Look for Ishmael face, people. Ishmael face tell you everything what you need to know. That's crazy. Samuda was allegedly going to run independent. Do you know what that would mean? That would cripple the JLP. Samuda, that they run that area. They're very organized, is what I'm understanding. Understand what I'm saying? Look at Ishmael face. Yeah, man, it gets spicy, man. Get spicy.
Sorry, not central sentence, sorry. What is happening there is that there is a rescue mission. Because had Delano not did this today, they would have been further divided in that constituency because Carl Samuda was considered running independent.
What you said?
To understand, Carl Samuda had indicated at a meeting before the publication today that he was going independent.
Really?
And he would run the seat one last. People have to understand Carl Samuda and Tam Jong Tam No Food have had an historical war from in the 1970s. They have
Emotional damage.
Tam Jong Tam No Food have had indicated at a meeting before the publication today that he was going independent.
Really?
And he would run the seat one last. People have to understand Carl Samuda and Tam Jong Tam No Food have had an historical war from in the 1970s. They have never forgiven each other and they will never forgive each other.
I know that. I know that.
They will never. So the notion, and this is why Delano had to respond. Because if he had not responded, what you'd have had coming out is him. And I am of the view that certain people prompted him and said, we know. And the timing is very circumspect. Because he felt that he had Delano under his control by giving Delano the junior state minister's position. Yeah? But Delano know there's no honor. Because even if you give
But you want me to tell you something more, head boy?
There's no honor among thieves. Let's continue.
Somebody whispered to me and said, Ishmael and Isaac, drown your ears. Come here, Ishmael.
Audience, if you don't hear this yet, I'm going to need to draw closer, here. We don't want to whisper on the past. Hold on there. What you said now, Andre?
Somebody said to me today that Delano told the Prime Minister, you can take back the Senate position and the State Minister. I am going to run!
Ball out!
What?
Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
What?
Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them.
Andre, what you say a while ago?
Prime Minister, you can take back the Senate position. Said to me today that Delano told the Prime Minister, you can take back the Senate position and the State Minister. I am going to run!
Mighty God!
Yeah, I heard today somebody told me, top brass liberal told me that Delano told the Prime Minister you can take back the Senate position and you can take back the State Minister. I am going to run.
Damn! Bangarang!
There's nothing that they can do to stop it. So I am suggesting for peace in the JLP that if they really want to give Tam Tavares chicken, why don't they go to Westmoreland and Dialvas who don't serve no purpose?
Hey, boy, they use it.
The other one teacher I go. You see this joker that went over to Raintree go say my great bro, right? We need to ask the question, how has the diversification of the SCJ and UDC assets been going? Because what is happening is that there is reports coming from out of the Auditor General office and out of including the ICJ, that the assets of this entity is not being disposed properly. Nobody knows who is acquiring the assets. They're not going to bidding, they're not going to tendering, they're not going to no process. Assets are just being let off, and this is going to be the largest transfer of land wealth to politically connected oligarchs in Jamaica. Wagon involved public go making the fun. And if you don't have this,
elaborate.
All the best, my I'm showing you just to stick it to the JLP. Because
Yeah, that part that we talk about, I have to listen to myself. More stay upon the topic. The topic is Delano. The topic is Carl Samuda, his wife, and that seat there. And that's where I stay. Edboy I talk about some other things and transfer wealth. I could hear what Isaac have said to him, but that way I talk about. Let's continue.
the policies don't own Jamaica, and they should never own a party either. Yeah? All the best, my brother.
So hold on, head boy, you just.
Don't know where Isaac say my carry in the courtroom.
I don't know where you get your prophetic skills from, but it's not St. Thomas because you just behave like Christopher Henry is not over there. So let me tell you right now, they wouldn't be running up and down like that if Christopher Henry wasn't behaving like Donald Trump in the seat. So don't you forget that.
So hold on. So what Isaac says that thank you Splash Digi for remind them. People hit the like button, man. Get the video to 1,000 likes. See? So what Isaac say, hold on there. You know, so I might turn up too much. But just realize what Isaac say, ladies and gentlemen, is that them are going like say them can win a seat. But really and truly, and the reason why they run up and down is because they know so they're in trouble. Yes, Isaac had to remind head boy. You understand? Because head boy is friend us, you know, bias. I'll do him a PMP, you know it go. You understand? I'm not hold against him, but that's a say. Them people there, bro. I'm not talking about the individual, I'm talking about the party, the DNA, the system. What their whole, the roots of them is coming from. I can never trust the JLP. Ever again. And I will never promote anybody that's a part of them. I'm sorry. They are tainted in mind. You understand? But let's continue. Let's hear what Isaac has to say.
So we will have this conversation when the election done.
Okay, my friend.
All right,
All right.
All right, teacher.
So there you have it, you know, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. What a tangled web we weave. Huh? What a tangled web we weave. Head boy with the bang of them, you know, man. Head boy not laugh with nobody. Hey, head boy. He ain't normal. I tell you that right now. Trust me. But to be honest with you, wait a minute. The game done already? Well, I know people. You know, just indulge my curiosity there. Indulge my curiosity there, people. Indulge my curiosity. Indulge my curiosity. So the LA Lakers lost the first game. Yeah, by 2 points. Damn. Anyway, them gang up. What? Them gang up against him wicked. What going on, sir? This not serious. I will gang up against him. See what going on, sir? What is father? You know me not touch that. Left that and what? Tell me one thing about that in the comment section with Ed Boy and the situation with Andrew Honest. Do you guys think he really put that resignation letter out there to kind of test the waters and see what actually happened? You know what I mean? Do you guys think that? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, alright? Alright. So I'm gonna put up the number for calling. Just in case anybody want to share their view on the situation. The number is right here, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. Somebody call me. You hear my phone ring? My phone ring. A ball out ring my phone over here. Straight up, straight up. What else is it? Oh yeah, I want to show you this. I want to ask you guys a question. I don't want you to tell me no lies. I don't want to say it before we reach it. Here we go. Check out on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. What you say? X beside the head, a lie? No joke. No joke. Hold on, let me share my screen. Alright guys, you see? Look at my new setup for my channel right here. I need y'all to go over here and subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 subs. I need to get to 1,000 subs. Right there, so people. Right there, so. See it there? Everybody. Bolo TBV. And the TBV means throwback videos. You know, one more time, I have a throwback video. I have a throwback video. You call it a throwback video. I got a throwback videos plus I have current events as well. Nice. Alright. We're getting somewhere, guys. Everybody sub up for me there. Sub up. At least make it easier for me, because he's a man who like to make things, you know what I mean? Like me like the let me just make it easier for you. Right, that's all. Bam. Hey. Yeah, man. We'll go to the next thing, you know? Take off this money off our screen. Lift up! Lift up from the so youth. Yeah, alright.
Reminiscence of whenever you hear Good Friday, protect.
Look there. On a Good Friday, you would think that on a Good Friday you would have nothing political. Would you?
Fairness.
What I just saying. Coordinated what? There is a right said to me a powerful.
May know about what happened in.
This 2013 and not a. But Ladana and
young leader them out of parliament. Take them out. Tear them.
No, the council is not there.
People, I don't know about. Like me said, this thing I really new to me, you know. I be an accident up on the road, bitch, you know. Terribly, man. It's just something on my phone, you know. Anyway, them people up on the screen, people. Andre made time come calling, not true. See that lady there? With the long hair, without the green on, really. She have a floral thing with some green on it. I never know. So this a woman are very important. I don't know how people make people hurt them up. Well, then again, I'm not gonna say that. Our leadership mentality kind of different. You follow leaders, you don't follow. And them if it just makes sense. But I don't know, we just have a difference in our opinion. I'm left right there, so. Nobody can keep me in our lane for vote for one side alone. Me not have that mindset there. You can't box me in. I have my own mind. And I go see things and I go analyze it. You understand what I say? So I don't really know how for them things come down, but I don't depend on that, brother. People just control people there with it. I don't depend on that. Hold on, so the Clippers game going at OT, you know? Them just never get it done. And it seems like that's going to be the cry this year again. They just didn't get it done. Jokic scored 29 points, 9 and 12. Damn. They couldn't stop him. He's unstoppable. Lord. That's almost a 30 piece. And he almost got a triple double. Yeah. Clippers are in trouble. East Bosch, Mark Golden. Which part is? Alright, let me see this. Let me check this out. Let me name World Rhyme Up TV. Big up. Check out something real quick, people.
The party, Dr. Angela Brownberg. Comrade General Secretary Dr. David Campbell. All of the comrades on the platform. Spokespersons, officers, members of parliament, candidates.
This look like upper set, Mary. I wish about this.
Tennis us to start. Yes. We'll get some more too. Brought to happy day too. Yes, man. Comrades, most of all, I want to say maximum love and respect to your MP in waiting, John Garden Webley. Yes, man. Comrade John.
Make him talk.
I know it hasn't been an easy road, but you're on the right track, because when I look out in at this crowd and I see the massive here in them orange with them flags waving, pure positive vibes and positive energy. Yes, man.
Hi, welcome to Reliable Missionary.
And I have to respect and rate her for that. We've already heard what a hard worker she is. And you know, the last year since we won the local government election, because all I want to say, we get more vote than them. We get more division than them. We get the KSAMC. We get St. Catherine. We get Portmore. So we give them 7 in Hanover, 7 in So 7 out in 12 in Manchester. 12 in Manchester. So, you know, argument done. But since that day, a year ago, more or less, I am very proud of what the PNP has been delivering in the KSAMC. Our mayor has been pushing out, putting in a lot of good work, showing how our city should be managed and run. And Comrade John, I know you have been a big part of that. And I want to say thank you, because it's a good look, and it's a good look for the People's National Party. And when we form government, we have to deal with the whole of Jamaica that way, and make people feel the difference in a positive way. Comrades, you heard a lot tonight of substance. The General Secretary improved down the volume of the 2 liquor notch and gone into the full substance of his portfolio. And it's an important portfolio. And this constituency, West Rural, have a lot of farmers. And to the farmers of Jamaica, I say, A new deal is coming under the People's National Party. We respect agriculture to the max. We see it as a vital part, not only of the economy, but of building a resilient country that can navigate its way through the future that is coming. And we know it's a future where there will be a whole heap of challenges. There will be challenges with food all over the world, water, and uplift them, because we want all farmers to make money and live a happy life. Oh yes. Comrades, the next PNP government has to be based on principle, integrity, building the trust and confidence that the people must have in their leaders, deserving that trust and confidence. We can't mix up any bangarang. We have to strengthen the Integrity Commission, not pull it down. We have to ensure that Parliament doesn't have people in it who mix up in things unworthy of the office of representing the people. And we have to make the Jamaican people feel that they have a government that deserves their support, because the government is using the resources of the people for the people and for the people only, and not for themselves, them friend and them crony. So when we do that, we will have set the platform for delivering the change that we want to see. The change in agriculture, the change in housing. Housing is a big problem in the country. We haven't built sufficient affordable housing for our people, for our young people, for our public servants. And we need to focus on that. The PNP has a great track record in housing. From Portmore, through all of the different schemes. Where they went back from before that? Half of you and Mona Heights in the 50s, right through. And of course, we also understood the need for dealing with informal settlements, which are all over Jamaica, where people don't have proper infrastructure. They don't have any tenure for the land that they're occupying, and crime is a problem. And we said, no, we have to deal with that. And Comrade PJ passed another program to deal with that. And over 50,000 people got titles under that program. And we intend to finish that work, because there are some unfinished schemes that we are going to deal with. And we're going to also expand it to other parts of Jamaica which have similar problems and need the attention of the state to uplift the people who need our help. So we have a program, and our program is named after the most honorable Portia Simpson Miller. We call it the Portia program. As we enter on this, write an article in today's Gleaner. Like him suddenly discover after 9 years that there's a crisis in housing which he has not addressed. Him build 1 and 2 and 3 houses per constituency and hand them out every single housing. Like him suddenly discover after 9 years that there's a crisis in housing which he has not addressed. Him build 1 and 2 and 3 houses per constituency and hand them out every single house in one bit there to hand over the house. And then when we take a stop now, we hear say you have to give up the house. At some point if you're dead, your family can't inherit the house. You can't transfer the house if you want to sell your house. What kind of arms house housing program that? So this government is a little taking back. Them do something.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Right. So, right, that
It's a little taking back. Them do something. They not do much, but they do a little thing. And when it comes to that, it's a taking back system. We don't need them things. When we help people to uplift themselves and generations to come. Yeah, man. Land titling, we did a lot of research. When Dr. Peter Phillips was party leader, he had a commission looking at the land titling system of the country and how it takes so long and it's so expensive and difficult if you have unregistered land to get a land title in Jamaica. And we intend to roll out the ideas in the report that was developed by that committee so we can ensure that that people who live on land, occupy land for long, can show the history, but they don't have the title. We can set it up for them, so them get them title. But you know when they get the title, a different something. Yeah man, that's an empowering piece of paper there for now. You can go and borrow if you want to borrow. You can do set up yourself, set up your house, deal with education, set up life properly. Yes man. Take it back. Nah, take it back. Nah, take it back. We don't pull those people out. We help people to lift themselves with good policy and growth. And you know, when we check a stock in Jamaica, the tourism industry is a very important industry. But in Jamaica today, our people can't find a beach to go to if they want to go to a beach. And that can't be right. All over the Caribbean, they have good tourism. But they don't have this issue where their own people can go to the beach. And
this is one very serious issue in Jamaica, you know? The access to the beach there, you know. A whole heap of foolishness going on in Jamaica, you know. I choose some people need to pay attention. You can't imagine you live in one country and you can't access the beach then. The beach and lock off almost everywhere you go. It's like them a box in one prison. Backside.
But chill out a little bit and you know who want do this, who want do that, do that. So we have to deal with that matter. We have to deal with that matter properly. And we intend to respectfully engage with the tourism sector and work out a solution. And of course, if necessary, we have the power of legislation to ensure that the people get them rights. Because truth and rights we are dealing with, equal rights and justice for all. And even when you take a stock in Jamaica, our language, the Jamaican language, don't have no status in our society. But it's rated all over the world. People want to learn our language, foreigners want to learn our language. And they say because we don't recognize our language officially, a lot of our children who grow up speaking our language, they don't get the right start when it comes to education, so they can learn and be fluent in the English language. And we want all our people to be fluent in the English language too, so that they can be internationally competitive. So you have to use and acknowledge our language, so that our language can be the tool to ensure that they understand the maths and the English and become perfect in the maths and the English, which is what we want. So our government is going to have to recognize the role of the Jamaican language. Why? How can we as people disrespect our own language? That language came out of our people. It's a wonderful and expressive language, and we shouldn't be ashamed of it, and we shouldn't treat it as something that can't be recognized and don't have no status. No. And this I want to make it perfectly clear that I'm not suggesting that we do away with standard English. Oh no, to the contrary. I want all Jamaicans to be able to speak fluent English and fluent Jamaican too. Because that is the way that we can move our people forward in the school system, so that they don't have to be afraid because they don't understand what is being said. Because all Jamaicans to be able to speak fluent English and fluent Jamaican too. Because that is the way that we can move our people forward in the school system, so that they don't have to be afraid because they don't understand what is being said. Because the tuition at the early stages is there in the language that they understand, so that they can become proficient in the English language and learn maths and learn other subjects too. So the next is the same way that we liberate Jamaica from the oppressive ganja law, and we decriminalize personal use of ganja, and create a new industry in medical and therapeutic ganja, until the labor rights come and mash it up, and we have to build it back again. And we have to take it further too, because the Rastafari people not getting their proper rights, and we have to defend them too. We have to defend them and mash it up, and we have to build it back again. And we have to take the ganja law, and we decriminalize personal use of ganja, and create a new industry in medical and therapeutic ganja, until the labor rights come and mash it up, and we have to build it back again. And we have to take it further too, because the Rastafari people not getting their proper rights, and we have to defend them too. We have to defend them and rule them too. You can't get away, because if it's the pool side, and it's the rest side. Yeah man, sugar man. Has to be a government of liberation of the people. All injustice, we have to go try and find a way to deal with it, so that historical wrongs are righted, and our people feel that the government supports them, respects their culture, and we can move forward as a real, strong, cohesive nation and take on the challenges that we face. Constitutional reform, I have to say two things about that too. Because them bring a bill into Parliament to reform the Constitution. Now, we in the PNP, long time we have said, we need to have our own Jamaican head of state. And we should be a republic within the Commonwealth.
And I am a tell. Let me see, I still have the article them up. A long time, them a call for. Oh yeah, I do. What's the timestamp on this part? 15 minutes, and yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction on this part. Let me show y'all what he's talking about, y'all. For the people that just came in. Yes. A long time they've been advocating for it. Look at this. Jamaica will become a republic. New Prime Minister vows. This was 13 years ago. Portia Simpson. Look at this. PJ, 2007, 2003. Monday, 2003. 2007. Between that period, he vowed to make it a republic. But the JLP blocked it. Because you know how the Constitution is. When it's being reformed, it needs cooperation of both governments. Let's continue.
We in the PNP, long time we have said, we need to have our own Jamaican head of state. And we should be a republic within the Commonwealth. They recently come to accept that. But they want to do it in a piecemeal style. When I say, we're going to leave the monarchy as head of state, but we find our court will be his court. Plantation he come from. But that court is a good court, but it's an inaccessible court. You can't travel to England as a Jamaican without a visa. In fact, right now, I'm on can't go England, I don't have a visa, I'm not going to my own. But you know, must get a visa when you apply for it. And then now, you have to have millions and millions of dollars to take a case to the final court of Jamaica. Because the fly lawyers up there put them up in a hotel in London. You have to engage Privy Council agents in London. Then people charge us £600 an hour, English pound an hour. So seriously, our final court is not an accessible court. So we really don't have a final court right now. Only 1 and 2 cases can go to that court. And it shouldn't be so. As a lawyer, you recognize the importance of a final court because that is where the law is set right or fixed or declared in a positive way. We have our own constitution. We have our Charter of Rights. And the ultimate entity that can decide what it means and how it applies does so in the name of a foreign king. And it's a man who hardly, none of them have never been here. It can't go so. The Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, was set up over 15 years ago. It was funded with a trust fund to ensure it has adequate resources to sustain it, so it don't rely on any government to put in the money for it to be able to function. It is independent of politicians. It has been delivering first-class justice. It is respected all over the world. Barbados has accepted it as a final court. Barbados is doing well. It's growing at a more rapid rate than Jamaica. With Jamaica, I go down, Barbados, I go up. Guyana has accepted it as the final court of Guyana. Guyana has received more foreign direct investment than any other country in the region right now because of oil and gas. And they have the CCJ as their final court. Belize has it. St. Lucia has it. Dominica has it. So I said to them, if you want to deprive our people of the right to attend and bring a case to the final court if they don't get justice in Jamaica, and they can't afford to go up to England to deal with that, and we have the CCJ, you don't need a visa to go there. The court comes to Jamaica to hear cases if it needs to. Why would you not give the people of Jamaica that benefit and that right? After so many centuries where we haven't had it. And I said to them, if you want us to participate in this joint select committee looking at this bill we put in Parliament, you have to give me some good arguments around this issue. I want to hear why you want to deprive the Jamaican people of that benefit and those rights. And no, Andrones don't say a word about it. We don't know what in a deal with our wedding when it comes to this issue. They put one sentence in the floor speech which says they're going to deal with it in phase 2 as a referendum. But I want to know what their position on the matter is. Because I want to know that Jamaica can move forward to full decolonization now. So we're not going to play those games with them. And then when you look at the bill they brought, they set up the thing so that the president to be can be chosen by Andrew Holness, the president of Jamaica, because if he and I don't agree, the way them set up the thing, by simple majority of both houses, which they have, they can put their own person as the president. Hey, it's a serious thing, you know. The president is not just a symbolic president in Jamaica, you know. The president has some critical roles to play in appointing sensitive people to sensitive positions, like the Integrity Commission. Because the Integrity Commissioners are chosen by the Governor General, other than the Auditor General who is there as of right. But the others are chosen by the Governor General, and when the president replaces the Governor General, it's with the president. So how can Andrew Wallace want to choose the president who will appoint the Integrity Commissioners who are investigating him? Anything can go, sir? Nothing can go, sir. It's a big tune, you know, but that's one of the longest introductions. Buckingham Palace by Peter Tosh. Yeah, man. My God, again. My God. I want to be a practice. Come back. But be ready, because I don't know. Yeah, man. So, and then bring this constitutional reform bill. Now, there was a thing that had been agreed from the 1990s. I look on that bill and I say, all right, so you know some bad pandemic thing there. And I just make some adjustments so that the kind of behavior that we saw there would be included within the ambit of this legislation. And I tabled it 3 years ago in Parliament as a constitutional amendment. Them don't let it go no further. And then bring this thing now to Parliament, this constitutional reform bill, and they don't have nothing in it about impeachment either. So there's nothing in it dealing with accountability. There's nothing in it dealing with true sovereignty, because it's a piecemeal business. So I say to Jamaica, don't support this thing. This thing not ready. Them have to wheel and come again, and we will wheel and come again when we form government. Because constitutional reform is a vital thing, but they must be done properly. There must be true consultation with the people. So the first thing is, you don't just handpick the committee, which is what they did. Other than the 2 persons who they said I could appoint, them handpick the rest. When them hold them town hall meetings, people get to talk, yes, but nothing that they said was taken into account. It was all ignored. And they just pursued their own agenda instead to fashion this bill, which has some of the things in it, or missing some of the things.
You know, I'm so happy, say, Mark Bolo addressed the situation, because it's a very serious thing, you know. You see, the procedure where the JLP are trying to get the constitutional reform done is a rush procedure for one, and secondly, it's not a procedure that really include the voice of the people. Alright? It does not, and it's the truth. Who remember where Andrew Holness did to the local youth, the Indian brethren, where did have some concerns about the needs? You know the speaker, the person who actually, not the speaker, the moderator. The moderator always defend the JLP. Anytime anybody come, we have some serious questions, she try to either belittle them or, you know, them way they kind of suppress them questions. You see me I deal with. Or sometimes she enter in the debate. Oh, you have one question. You know them do. Just like what George Davis do on CVM TV and on Nationwide. Are the same strategy. So these people are organized. I have to say that. But we the people of Jamaica, we have to educate ourselves. And we have become organized through education. You have to see what them do. You can't just there and the stuff them what them do, I go over on the head and feel like say them is with you when them is not. Educate yourself, man. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. You have to call a spade, you know, but you have to can identify a spade before you can call it a spade. If you don't identify it's a spade, you can't call it. So you have to educate yourself about what a spade is. Right? If you don't know what a iguana look like, when you see one, you're not going to identify the iguana. It's just so it go. So, yeah. We have to know and understand the tyrannical and dictative type of leadership before, if you don't know what that is or what that look like, when it happen to we are going to think say, oh, it's normal, it's new, but it's normal. No, it's not normal. What them are doing not normal, none at all.
That I just told you about. So we are going to have a proper process, a respectful process of engagement of the Jamaican people to deliver a reform that comes from the people and the people want and will get behind. And of course we will try and get the support of the Jamaican Labour Party, and we hope that they will be good citizens of Jamaica at the time. If they come to me with good arguments on the issues that I have raised, we would be willing to support. We'd be willing to support the thing, but it can't be in the form that they have it, because it is deficient and it is unprincipled in certain respects. Yes. So they must listen to us and hear what we have to say, but they don't seem to want to treat us with any respect. So if I so, so people, when it comes to small business now, we know the importance of small business. Because small business is the biggest employer in the country. And small business is how people can take themselves out of poverty and get, if they have a knack for business, and make themselves successful and their families. Right now, small business in Jamaica face a whole heap of tribulation. Yes. The regulatory environment that they have to face, the bureaucracy that they have to deal with, make life very, very difficult for them. Yes. We intend to fix that and have a very nurturing system to encourage small business to come into business, formalize them business. We're going to set the tax system so that they get a proper break. Because right now we have a special economic zone that Tony Hilton and myself worked on, which has certain tax advantages. And I say, well, why should special economic zone operators get the benefit, which they should, but new small businesses trying to start in Jamaica to build the economy don't get any benefit? That can't be right. So we'll be bringing a package of incentives to ensure that small business in Jamaica can thrive and become big business. Because we want.
Hey, me say, yo, I don't know if you not really understand the care that is being given for the smaller man and poor people by this government in them planning for the budget, John Star, yo, pick up Marky G, man. Yo, the man about the right thing, bro. Nah lie, bro.
I say all our people, live up in that. So we'll be bringing a package of incentives to ensure that small business in Jamaica can thrive and become big business. Because we want to see all our people live up in that. Saying this and saying that, it all ends up really coming back to one issue, which is the next general election. That general election that we are going into now is not going to be an easy election. Because they have power, and when they look how they move, they definitely want to hold on to it by any means. But we're not afraid of them. And we see the cause is just. And we're going to do the work we have to do to deliver the victory for the people of Jamaica. And I say to each and every person, each and every comrade in West Rural St. Andrew, rally behind Joan Garden Webley. Defend her, stand up there, work with her, and make sure she wins. I know business with what issues may have existed in the past. That done gone already. We are look forward now. And I, Marky G, President of the People's National Party, and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, say to all of them, do the thing the right way. Bring Joan Garden Webley to Garden House, because I want her with me when I'm walking up Duke Street and entering the downtown.
Yo, me don't know what issues was there in the past, but wanna see the difference between what going in a JLP and what going in a PMP. Wanna see the difference in our leadership, wanna see unity. My goal in now undated signed resignation letters a whole over nobody in a PMP. Mark Golden have the respect and the love and admiration of his team. Meanwhile, the man them a scheme and a plot to kick out and Jonas out of JLP. What can go so? What can go so? The man them a scheme and a plot to kick him out. No, I have to say, I've been saying this a minute now. I really held it against every single member of the JLP that was quiet. The MPs and everybody that was quiet after his statutory declaration couldn't be certified. I held it against them. I said to myself, nobody resigned. Nobody say, you know, this not right. Nobody. And I was like, man, listen, that means none of y'all have no integrity. That's how I was looking at it, and I'm still looking at it that way. Because too little, too late. Too little, too late. They waited until the last hour when it looked like they are going to lose the election for them to be drawing away themselves from Andrew. Them no different from Andrew in my eyes. Civ right, D right, left right. I don't business which right. None of them no right. You understand? Facts. No joke. Them not right, brother. Them not ready. Them not ready. Me not trust them, bro. Me not trust none of them. Not even one individual that is associated in the Jamaica Labour Party in them MPs and minister and you know, yeah, me not trust none of them. Especially one of them at the top. Me not trust them. The one of them make things move and shake. Me not trust them. Nobody never come out and say, yo, you know what? I cannot declare that I am not being investigated for illicit enrichment, but you know, I'm going to resign. I am going to resign. None of them said that. None of them.
These are the here to be Member of Parliament looking forward to putting my ex beside your name, squarely beside the head, because it will be the first time that I'm electing the Member of Parliament in this constituency for the People's National Party. Comrades, what a wonderful evening. I've never seen anything like this in Barbican Square. PNP River come down bank to bank. Orange everywhere.
Oh, a Barbican Square this now, then change everything. Okay. Yeah, man, so people, thank you for the time. No, today I sat them, I know the thing go. I'm gonna drop in couple video before the night done, you know. I'm gonna load them up and one thing. So yeah. If you don't catch it live, catch the premiere them. If you don't catch both of them, God bless them. You understand? Thank you for the time. I'll be going now and I'll be working afterwards. Peace and blessings. The word is love.
Jamaica need help.
Yes, indeed, it's time to ball out. Jamaica, land of beauty, is in trouble. We've got to ball out. Reverse the order. Back to the sender.
Where they come from? Send it back.
Jamaica needs God. It is the 21st of the month of April 2025. It's Easter Monday. Mega Center Breakthrough Portmore, 18 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Come on out, it's gonna be super. Jamaica, we have to reverse the order back to the sender in Jesus' name. Come on out, the song will ring out.
Reverse the curse.
People will be there. Everyone is coming. Bring your banner, bring your billboard, bring your flyer. Let's grab a time together at Bolo 2025 Easter Monday. We've got Bishop Richard Gardner, we've got Apostle Lawrence, we've got Minister Audi, we've got Apostle Jackson, Apostle Marshall, myself and the Breakthrough team. What a time it's going to be. 9:30 in the morning, all day, all night. Yes, indeed. Breakthrough Portmore. The Mega Center comes alive. Easter Monday the 21st at 9:30. Bolo, Jamaica. We need Jesus in this.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Yes, indeed, it's time to ball out. Jamaica, land of beauty, is in trouble. We've got to ball out. Reverse the order. Back to the sender.
Where they come from? Send it back, send it back.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard?
Come on out, the song will ring out.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
People will be there. Everyone is coming.